Everybody's chasing valuations, everybody's chasing funding, everybody's chasing becoming a unicorn. But I have always been vocal about the fact that the fundamentals of business don't change. Valuations are meaningless, value creation is the real deal. Raising funds is not the game of building a business, it's about building profitable businesses where you can actually take money back home. I've been talking about this for the longest time. And there was a time when I used to talk about it and people used to troll me and question me saying, who the hell are you? What do you know about building a business? And then after last year, every single VC has been writing emails to the startups that they funded saying, look, we want to see profitability. Look, we want more profitability. Growth at all costs does not work anymore. So in a sense, I'd like to assume I called this out way before most people saw it coming. And that's why I always say the fundamentals will never change. The fundamentals is all about building profitable, scalable businesses. And if you're not profitable, then there's no point being in business. And that's why I'm making today's video to share with you some simple strategies that every business needs to use and be conscious about so that you build a profitable business for yourself. Now, when I say I'm going to make a video sharing with you what can you do to become more profitable, I know there are some obvious solutions that pop into your mind, which I have also mentioned in the past in some of my content. I've been a big advocate about businesses being proactive in marketing so that they generate leads consistently, and because of them having consistent pipeline of leads, them having the confidence to charge the price that they deserve on which they can make a decent profit margin. But today I'm not going to tell you about marketing more. You know it. I've said it enough number of times. I'm going to share with you different strategies today that you can use to be able to create more profitability in your business. So I'm eliminating the obvious ones of building a high value product or service where you can make money. I'm eliminating the obvious ones of do marketing consistently so you have a pipeline and you have the confidence to charge adequately. These are not what I'm going to talk to you about today. What I'm going to share with you is 6 very different methods that you can use to build a profitable business. So here's the first one. As a business, while you are offering your products or services, I want you to audit every single product or service and evaluate if any product or service of yours is a time waster. What do I mean by a time waster? A time waster is a product or service that is in your portfolio of offering where the amount of effort you put to create that product and sell that product is extremely high. The amount of effort you put to service the customer when they buy that product or service is extremely high. But the return of the product or service in terms of billing value, in terms of margins, is extremely low. So if a product or service that you're offering is high effort in creation, in selling and servicing, and is low return in terms of revenue and profitability, that product or service is called a time waster. I'll give you an example. One of my clients was into millet-based snacks and he developed 50 different products which were 50 different millet-based snacks. Now, when we audited his offering, his product portfolio, and we mapped what has been the sales performance of each product and what is the input cost and the production time of each product, here's what we realized. Out of the 50 products, only 10 products were hero products. The rest 40 products were time wasters. And what he realized as an entrepreneur is the amount of time and effort him and his team were putting in to push those 40 losing products was actually exhausting so much more of their time bandwidth. So we did a simple exercise. We took a management call and said, eliminate these 40 time waster products. The result of that, he was left only with 10 products, which were hero products, where the acceptance of the market was already there. And as a result of eliminating these 40 time wasters and focusing on those 10 hero products, this person was able to take his revenues up by 80% just in a matter of 3 months, which is 1 quarter of a business. That is the power of eliminating time wasters, because it is eliminating all the wasted energy and bandwidth and focusing your time, effort and energy on the fastest running horses in your own business. So strategy number 1 to become more profitable, start evaluating and eliminating time wasters. Which brings me to strategy number 2 when it comes to increasing your profitability. Now, apart from eliminating time wasters, here's another thing I believe every business needs to do. Every business needs to evaluate and identify who are their dangerous customers. What do I mean by dangerous customers? See, in the previous strategy, I told you to evaluate time wasters in terms of your products or service. Now I'm asking you to eliminate customers who are dangerous. These are people who take a lot of your effort in terms of you take too much effort to sell to them. Once you sell to them, you put too much effort to service them, but the returns are very, very low. Returns are low in the format of low billing value, low or no profit margins, delayed payments, or default payments. Now, when you identify who are your dangerous customers, where your effort is high and return is low, and you eliminate them, you again create more free space for yourself to focus on your amazing customers where the effort may be low in proportion to the return that you're getting from such customers. I genuinely believe in most businesses, when I do one-to-one coaching and we break down what is a customer matrix, what we identify is this: the customer who's dangerous is actually sucking more management time than the customer who's amazing. And the management without any consciousness is spending more time and energy on an idiot rather than a hero. So I want you to start identifying who are your dangerous customers. These are the kind of people who suck your blood out. They drain your energy. So even if they come to buy from you, you should say, sorry, sold out, not interested to do business. I'd like you to start evaluating as I'm speaking right now. Do you have dangerous customers? Customers who make you run in circles, make you walk on your hands, but pay you a pittance or don't pay you at all and make you beg for the money that you deserve. Such people are dangerous customers. Start eliminating dangerous customers. And I'll give you an example for this. One of my clients who was into pet products distribution, and what he realized was this: 70% of his company's revenue was coming from the dangerous category of customers. These dealers who he used to supply pet medicines to were actually his most irritating, frustrating, and disturbing dealers, because these are the people who used to say, stock the medicines in our retail stores without payment. When they sell, then we'll pay you the money. And even if the goods used to get sold, they used to make him run around for the payment. So he realized they're dangerous. But 70% of his business used to come through that channel. He used the simple theory that I'm teaching all of you. Eliminate dangerous customers. He eliminated these dangerous dealers from his ecosystem and he started focusing on the amazing dealers. And he realized the amazing dealers are the dealers who are actually buying pet accessories, pet clothing, pet toys from him. And he started putting his attention now on these amazing dealers. As a result of that, his business grew by 5x within 1 year. And this I'm saying after eliminating, going down minus 70% and then growing 5x from where he originally was. That's the power of eliminating dangerous customers, because you are then focusing on the amazing ones that are giving you amazing profitability and cash flows. Which brings me to the third strategy that you can use to increase your profitability. Now, apart from eliminating time wasters in your products or services, eliminating dangerous customers from your customer portfolio, the third strategy that you can use to increase your profitability is to create and track budgets. You know, this is such a simple activity that gets overlooked in most businesses, where most businesses are not having clear budgets for every single department of their business, and neither are they having a follow-up tracking system to see whether we are working within budgets or we are overshooting our budgets or we are meeting our budgets. If you do not have a tracking system of budgets and you've not created budgets in the first place, please understand, then you've walked into a boxing ring without wearing boxing gloves. And you're competing against a champion, which is the market. The expenses are going to beat you blue and black, and you're going to be left clueless and dazed at the end of these financial punches that you're going to be receiving, because you've not created a clear budget and you've not tracked whether you are operating within budgets or are you overshooting within budgets. I have seen the simple behavior of tracking expenses, tracking budgets, save a lot of money by putting a stop to many leakages that are happening in different departments that we may not even be noticing from a 30,000 feet high as the management of the business. So creating budgets and tracking budgets is a simple behavior you can adapt that can allow you to increase your profitability, because you're creating profit conscious departments across your organization. Which brings me to the fourth strategy you can use to increase profits. And the fourth strategy is loyal vendor relationships. Again, this is sometimes easily ignored by many businesses, because all they are doing is working with a multiple pool of diverse vendors and are not really able to build any kind of loyalty from their vendors, which can give them a cost advantage. I believe this, that if you are in a business, identify other businesses that you like working with, whose standards of service are great, whose integrity is impeccable, and you build a long-term vendor relationship with them so that you can always leverage that relationship and get your materials at a lower cost. At the end of the day, one of the best ways to increase profitability is to reduce costs. And one of the best ways to reduce costs is to work with a handful of loyal, reliable, people of integrity kind of vendor base, which will allow you to reduce your costs. So that's the fourth obvious but sometimes skipped strategy by so many businesses. Which brings me to the fifth strategy to increase profits: exploring exports. What do I mean by this? Whether you're a product business or a service business, I genuinely believe being an Indian business, you have a cost advantage today. How do you leverage this cost advantage? You leverage this cost advantage by just becoming more conscious about building marketing and sales channels to sell your products or service outside of India. You know, it's the great Indian traditional career pathways strategy that I'm sharing with you. Earn in dollars, spend in rupees. Use that for your business. Make sure you have customers from all across the world where you're earning in dollars or in pounds or in dirhams or whichever other currency, and you are spending in rupees because you're operating out of India. If you're able to do this, you're going to create massive leverage for yourself, because you will be able to optimize on profitability, because the price points at which you can offer your products or services outside the country is definitely going to be way higher. So explore exports. Be conscious about creating customers for yourself outside India, which can allow you to leverage higher profitability for your business. Now, if you would like to learn how to expand your business strategically, then I have an invitation for you. I want you to take a more strategic view towards your business. How can you take a strategic view to your business? See, you are building your business on a day-to-day basis and you're getting lost in the details. You're getting lost in the firefighting. You're only able to think about my product, my service, my existing projects, and who can be my next customer. Thinking this way and operating this way can never allow you to build something of scale, something of value. You need to step out of this day-to-day firefighting and focus on the future. Then I invite you to invest 4 hours with me at my Business Success Workshop. At the Business Success Workshop, we will take a strategic view of your business. This is where firstly I'll break down for you the difference between a survival business and a growth business, so you can evaluate the characteristics your business is currently demonstrating. From there, we will do a personal gap analysis for your business, for you to identify what are the gaps where there's a leakage of profitability, leakage of top line potential growth for your business. And once we identify the gaps, then I will tell you exactly what you need to focus on. I'll give you 3 things that you need to focus on to be able to build a growth business. I'll teach you how to break down systems in your business so the business is not just dependent on you. Teach you how to hire and develop and retain the right kind of employees so that you have a reliable next line of leaders, and teach you how to create a profitable, scalable business model so that you're building something of value. Now, this 4-hour business success workshop is an absolute necessity for anybody who's a business owner. It doesn't matter what the size of your business is, what the turnover of your business is, what sector you operate in. Give me 4 hours and I'll give you a roadmap which will change the way you build your business. So click on the link below and register yourself right now for the Business Success Workshop. The investment is just 99 rupees, but those 4 hours change the trajectory of how you do business. So make sure you click and you join the Business Success Workshop. I will look forward to seeing you there personally. Which brings me to the last and final strategy that I'd like to recommend to you in today's video on how can you make your business more profitable. The last and final strategy is for you to outsource certain functions, activities, and processes which are not your core competence. A lot of times I see in business that the business owner is trying to build capabilities in area they are not capable in. And that is actually sucking away more management time, more management bandwidth, more money, creating more wastage, and also damaging the customer's experience. So consider outsourcing certain processes where you don't have core competence to freelancers or agencies who have genuine expertise and competence in that area. I'll give you an example. A client of mine who was in the business of selling fresh fish, D2C. Now, he was extremely good at identifying the quality of the fish, refrigeration of the fish, in terms of marketing the fish, acquiring customers. But the one area where he did not have expertise was the logistics management. And he was trying desperately to build logistics internally, and in the process of building something for which he did not have the expertise, he was seeing a lot of time delays happening in deliveries, a lot of customer complaints coming in, a lot of rejections in orders coming in, and a lot of wastage also happening. This was clearly a money drainer for his business. It was clearly a profit sucker in his business. Now, when he realized, and we worked with him on realizing that you got to outsource what is not your core competence, he made this change and identified a partner who took care of all the logistics and deliveries for him, as a result of which there was no more firefighting, no more management attention going into something that is not a core competence, and more free space to focus on further growth and expansion. Just this one change of letting go of the logistics process to an expert allowed this person to be able to take his revenues up by 40% in a matter of 6 months. Now, think about it in your business. What are the processes that you are struggling with where you don't have core competence, and which one of these processes can be outsourced? There is profitability just waiting for you. You just need to make that decision. So with that, I've shared with you 6 radically different strategies to make sure that your business becomes more profitable so you can unlock more profits for yourself. Make sure you use the ones that are relevant to you and tell me how it works out for you. I'd be happy to have a conversation with you anytime on whatever your experience is of implementing whatever I teach. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. But before that, click on the subscribe button of my channel, because many of you watch the videos that I put out, but you're not subscribing it. So click on the subscribe button immediately.